Hey folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, just playing Arkham Horror, right, as you can see here, with a couple of my friends. Anyway, so this is like my fourth game in. Normally I don't play a game this many times in a row. It's pretty unusual for me to do that, but I don't know, man, I've just been bitten by the Arkham Horror bug for some reason. You know, it is my number one. I think anybody who has paid attention to my posts, which is probably none of y'all, would know that. But the funniest thing happened. Yeah, I had a little too much to drink, which isn't that the only way to play a game. So anyway, I've had a little too much to drink, and I just had this game is the biggest troll on the planet. And for those of you that have played this and are familiar with it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But Arkham Horror is the biggest freaking troll I have ever seen. I don't know how it knows what you're doing, but somehow it knows what you're doing. I'm actually not doing too bad at the moment. I've got one gate sealed there. I've got another gate sealed there. Doom track's not looking too bad. You know, I'm still in the overture. I keep putting Doom tokens instead of... I'm playing with the King in Yellow, by the way. I've been putting Doom tokens on the track instead of advancing the act, which that's how I lost last game, was because it went to Act 3. And those damn protesters and all those political activists want to be playing Shakespeare in the Park and stuff. But anyway, enough of that nonsense. Nobody wants to hear about that. But anyway, so we got Jim Culver here, who's over in the police station, right? He spent $1 during his movement phase. He made it to the train station, spent $1 to go to Brooks Bridge because he wanted to take care of this zombie over here on Wizard's Hill. You know, we got to keep the Dunwich Horror from popping up, right? And James Culver has completed his personal story so he can zap the crap out of undead dudes with no problem, which is awesome. I love that dude. He is an underrated character. If you're fighting undead, he is awesome. So the plan was to come over here, and then the next turn go over here and just destroy this zombie, rip him a new one, right? So my encounter, because I only had enough movement to make it to Bishop's Brook Bridge, right? So I don't know if you guys can read this. But the encounter basically goes something like, Deputy Digby strides past you with a purpose, heading for Osborne's. Make a luck -1. Well, my luck happens to be a 2. So I can roll 1 die. Well, of course I fail it, because you always fail dice checks or dice rolls in Arkham Horror, right? So if you fail, he trips over a stone and his gun goes off. Okay, Barney Fife. Here we go. Barney Fife. It's the one bullet in his gun, right? And it went off. Nearly shooting an innocent bystander and sending women and men running. Sadly, it seems the deputy has sprained his ankle. Sighing, you help him back to the police station. Move to the police station and have an encounter there. So, I just spent... Now keep in mind, Jim Culver only had $1. So I spent my $1 getting to Dunwich, so I could deal with this zombie before he finds his way to one of these vortexes, right? Which is going to add a token to the Dunwich Horror track. That was the whole plan, right? I'm trying to, you know, keep the Dunwich Horror from popping up. So I spent my $1 to get to Brooks Bridge. Well, this game, the troll that it is, finds a way to send me back to Arkham Horror, or to send me back to Arkham. So now I go back to Arkham, have a dang encounter at the police station. So, you know, my amazing plan is trolled away by the game that I know and love, Arkham Horror. You know what? All I could do is just sit there and laugh at the absurdness, at the preposterousness that has been dished out. So anyway, that's all I got to say. Sapper out. Alright, I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. But let's see. You'll be able to hear it. Hold up. All right, so I think that song fits perfectly with this game, right? It's, you know, if you can guess it, I'll give you 10 gate gold. But, so spoiler, here comes the name of the song. It's Symphony of Destruction, right? So I'm playing the King in Yellow, which has a play in it, right? So I would imagine that this play has a symphony. So it's perfect. It's like so thematic, right? So, where was I? Here, let's figure out what's gonna happen, right? So James, he's trying to get some money. He just got some money. Let me turn this down. You guys don't want to hear this garbage. It was appropriate for the minute, but I know you guys don't want to hear the music that I listen to. Which is an old local radio station that's not actually on the air anymore. It's on the internet now. It used to be when I was a kid. It was actually on the radio, but it's gone now, except for the internet. But anyway, so Jim, he got some money, so he's probably going to try to head back to Dunwich, which, as you can see, we got a zombie. He's moving closer to that gate, and we had another gate spawn. And this is exactly how the game ends, right? This is how the Republic dies. So, because I'm playing with two different boards, I'll roll a die, you know, to decide which Mythos deck that I draw a card from. So if I roll a 1 to 3, then I draw from the King in Yellow deck. If I roll a 4 to 5, 4, 5, or 6, I'll draw from the Dunwich deck. I wasn't doing that for the first couple turns simply because I forgot, but the last couple turns I've actually rolled, and monsters are now starting to spawn in Dunwich. And again, this is, like I said, this is how the Republic dies, right? Jim was over there, and Barney Fife ends up shooting himself in the foot, sends me back to Arkham, and now I don't have anybody over on the Dunwich board. So guess what? Things are starting to just blow up on the Dunwich board, because that's how this game is, man. It's just how it is. So anyway, we're going to get back over there. Jim got some money. He's going to head over there. Rex Murphy, the reporter, finished his story, his personal story, which was cash in 10 clue tokens, which, like, who wants to do that, right? It's hard enough to close gates playing the King in Yellow with Hoster, because instead of using 5 tokens, it now uses 8, so that's ridiculous, right? But, I feel comfortable right now. I mean, the Doom track is only there, right? I got this game. I mean, we're still in the overture phase. I got this, man. This game is mine. I got 2 gates sealed. I mean, things are looking good, right? So that's where we stand right now. So we got Patrice Hathaway. I'm getting ready to roll. She's in the Silver Twilight Lodge. She does not have a membership. So I'm getting ready to roll to see what happens in the Silver Twilight Lodge. So, oh wait, no, I'm not. Let me see here. The members are extremely concerned about something regarding celestial bodies being changed, in quotes, by some outside force. Pass a sneak -2. Well, it looks like my sneak, it's a 2, but then I have an ally that ups it to, gives it a +1. So I have a sneak 1. I get a 5. Look at that. It's a success. What happens? Got to be good, right? I gain 2 clue tokens. Now, Patrice is a killer with clue tokens, right? Because her special ability allows me, other investigators can use her clue tokens, which is an amazing thing, man. That's why I think I'm doing good, because she had a mountain of clues and she's used them to help out other investigators a lot. So that was a success. You guys are lucky, man. I don't normally get successes a whole lot. And then who else do we have? Who's missing? Okay, so we got Rex Murphy here. He's going to have his encounter at the newspaper. Good thing you had that camera with you earlier. You spend 3 toughness worth of monster trophies to gain 2 clue tokens. Well, unfortunately, he has... Oop, there we go. He has absolutely 0 clue tokens, but nothing bad happens. Which in Arkham, usually something bad happens. Anyway, let's do a little quick scan over there. So, alright, enough of that. Let me get back to my music and back to my game. And it's about time for another one of these, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Deuces.